Okay, so new tripod. So hopefully I won't be dropping things all the time. And it has these little mobile feet. So I think it's gonna be helpful. The animals won't be able to knock it over quite as easily. It's raining. Pretty much been raining constantly. I had a bit of an accident yesterday. There's a lot of like updates for you guys today. Daisy had a bit of an unfortunate incident yesterday. Good morning. Good morning. She now looks like Braveheart. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Are you guys ready for breakfast? We've worked on the barn a little bit. Yeah, just some fun updates. I'm excited to show you guys this one. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this on Friday. Good morning. So, you can see, these are our lights. So we can see the goats. We can. Are you guys ready for breakfast? It's all rainy. It's all rainy. Let's have some breakfast. I gotta get the hang of this kind of new filming routine for you guys. Jeremy bought me some different stackable containers for in here to take up less space because we're taking up a lot of space with feed bins right now. Okay, we still haven't figured out a good location to feed treat monsters treats, and I do feel like this particular setup, these feeders aren't permanent in here. They'll go outside when we get through these 5 days of rain that we're getting. That's the treat, not on the finger. It has rained every day since Wednesday, pretty much all day. So they got here Tuesday and it wasn't raining and it has not stopped. Now it hasn't been like hard rain, not worried about flooding or anything, just really annoying, drizzly rain. We're actually supposed to go over to the other house today to take down fence, and we're still gonna go, but we're gonna go clean the inside of the house. Instead, we were gonna do both, but that's now gonna be the only thing that we're gonna do because it's raining. It was gonna snow and it's a little bit warmer than they thought. The dog still does not care that he's wet. Good morning, buddies. Is it breakfast time for goats? Have not been pleased that they have been put into the bottom of the feeding order, which is really funny, but it just works out better this way. Hello, Dougie. Still very nervous, can't figure out where his line is. There's no invisible fence out here, and he won't go through a gate, won't approach a fence, which is good in some ways, is frustrating in others. I really want him to roam out here in these pastures. This fence is in beautiful shape. He needs to be out here having fun. Still pretty uncomfortable at the moment. Good morning, Pixie. And this also, we keep them locked in here, and then I let them out in the morning. They have decimated these fruit trees. We still have about 20 fruit trees left that they don't have access to. So yes, they are tearing fruit trees up, but they are definitely... Toonie Pig! Mom is going to feed you. Stop it. Stop. Ow, Waffles. sort of second chain on this gate if she's gonna do that, because she'll bend it. I've been really pleased with, it's been in the 20s a couple of nights, and the water in the barn hasn't frozen at all. Not even like a thin layer of ice. That's been a really big deal. Just working really well. Still trying to kind of get in the rhythm of everything, and I'll kind of show you some things that we've done. So like what we want with this gate system, and it's really hard to explain without the gates before, is that, so we'll be able to close the gate this way. So can you kind of see, like have that gate propped that way, open this gate around, and they're just in this pasture. And then we can close this and open this to that post, and they'll just be in this pasture. I've been letting them in both right now because I want them to get kind of acclimated, and I've been trying to leave this open at night for Duke to see if he would kind of come down here. Maybe we'll get some takers today. Are we coming? We're coming out to eat this morning? Pixie, I think, may be in heat. Looking for a boyfriend. What do you guys think? Not sure. Not sure. Hopefully, when it's nice out, that'll be a really fun shot. So let's talk about this girl real quick, now that we're done with chores. So Daisy was very bloody. Yesterday I came out, just finished up. Come on, Daisy. Well, Mom doesn't really have anything, but come on, we're gonna talk about you. And she had blood all over her face, and you can kind of see it now all over her head. And I was like, oh my gosh, what did you do? Just covered in blood everywhere. There's blood all over the barn. That was my fault. She, I guess, was rubbing her head on a tree, knocked her horn off. And when we go back inside, I'll show you the horn. She knocked her little skirt off. And if you didn't know, goats' horns have a vein that run through them, and so they bleed pretty heavily when they fall off. You can kind of see right there, that's kind of what's left. That's the big silver spot. And you can see how bloody her head is. Thankfully not super gross for YouTube, just a bunch of silver bandage. So it already clotted up by the time that I found her. She was covered in blood. All I did was spray some antiseptic spray on it just to make sure we got, you know, any bacteria or anything. Cleaned it up and then sprayed it with some AluShield aluminum bandage so that we would prevent anything from getting in it as well. She's fine. It's a bit of a scare. You never want to walk outside and see your goat covered in blood. But she's obviously eating, acting totally fine. I got this booger. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys was we've got my hook set up for water buckets. So these are just barely off the ground. They're not really meant to raise them up. They're meant to just keep them from turning them over. And so I've got 3 waters, one there, one in each pen. We'll have these feeders are gonna go right here with a hay feeder, a mounted hay feeder over them. I found some on Valley Vet that I think I'm gonna try. Yeah, Spinks, are you being manly? I don't think Fern's amused. And we may do, our other mineral feeder will go here on this wall, and then that will leave this whole back open for either one more stall, which I think is gonna be necessary in front of the milking room door, because they already all kind of stampede me in the mornings because they know that's where the food comes out of. And then we may do like a raised bunk bed over here or here. The gravel, guys, I'm really impressed with. It's draining really well. It's keeping everything really dry. It's just working out really well. Hi, Bun Buns. Do you like the grain feeding with these? I think 4 spots this close together just doesn't work. And what's killing me right now is thing 1 and thing 2 and 3 are jumping in the feeders, so they take up a lot of room. This is the only thing I don't like, is the babies are in them all the time. What do you guys think of the lights? The solar is not hooked up yet. These are just plugged in through an extension cord right now until we can get the solar in and going. Did install the other kennel gate, so you can see those 2 stalls. I'm really excited to get the feeders in so that you guys can really see how that's gonna work. Let's go talk about how we're storing hay. We still don't have a permanent solution for that yet. The idea is eventually to have a lean-to or a carport off this barn for hay and storage and tractor parking. Obviously, that's probably gonna be a year or more before we get that going. We've gone lots of different options. There's no room for a shop for Jeremy here, really. We're gonna temporarily put his tools and stuff in the garage, but that means he can't park his truck in there. Right now, we have our cattle trailer here, which is fine because we're not moving anybody. So we've put all the hay in here. It's not perfect, it is still a little damp, but for the most part, they're pretty dry in here. And we're just gonna bring 4 or 5 over at a time, keep in the trailer, and then I can just come out here through the man door and grab them, flake them out, throw them over, and see if the feeders are right here. That's pretty convenient. Then it's really easy for me to just toss flakes in the feeders out here. Those are your updates for being here for, animals have been here 4 days. We're gonna keep an eye on this one. Still, you know, run a little bit of risk of infection. She's still got a little piece of that horn, thankfully still in her skull, so not too big of a deal, but definitely a scary moment. Okay, I wanted to show you the piece of Daisy's horn that fell off. So this is what it looks like. That was her skirt. You can see it's hollow. There was some tissue in the vein that was in it, so it bled, but there you go. Dottie Kitten has relocated into the garage area. She was too cold in the barn. We put her in here. I have not seen Shrub. I've been over to the house every day but yesterday, and I can't find her. I don't know if she got scared and she ran off because we moved all the animals, but we're keeping food out. Shadow is here somewhere. We brought her over, she escaped the kennel. We have seen her on our security camera and we have food out for her, so I know she's here. I'm so ready for us to be able to let her out. Has been barking all afternoon, freaking everyone out. Oh, is that what he's barking at? Are you barking at the kiddos playing in their own yard? Probably. The girls have been out most of the day. We're not gonna feed you dinner yet. I really want you guys to go out, but it is time. Time to be in, isn't it? Okay, let's feed you some dinner. Oh, Tinker. Pixie. Hello, Giraffe. How is your head? You look very scary. Everybody looks full. Pink, you'll have to learn to eat in here, babe. Look, Grandma give you some acorns. There you go. Did you get an acorn? She's like, this is the acorn lady. Okay, now that I know what you have, I would like some. Nani, are you biting? There you go. Good job. Okay. Alright, Mom has to go feed Piggles. She does. Can you guys behave for a minute so I can go in so we can get food for pigs?
Get in. I'm moving away.
Okay, down, treat monsters. Down. I'm sorry, guys, but we would like you to be able to tinkle. Waffles has decided he's gonna ride the pigs. Not really sure what that's about. It's exciting, it's after 5 o'clock and it's still plenty light outside. It has rained and snowed on and off today, obviously. Didn't stick. But it's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow. Toonie! You are gonna be in trouble if you mess my gates up, pig. You are. buddies. What do you guys think? Huh? What do you guys think? I know. Okay. I think you're alright. You've got water. Got some hay. You guys have plenty of grass. Nobody's been eating hay at all. Some of you have been commenting that you want a tour of the new house. I'm not going to do that on the channel because it's not really what we do. And safety. My thought was, and you guys kind of tell me what you think in the comments, I could do on my Instagram and my stories, I could do just some pictures of my favorite rooms in the house for you guys to see. Not something that like I feel pretty comfortable doing and maybe doesn't seem as risky or as like unsafe as doing like a full house tour, which I won't do on YouTube. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that. What do you guys think? Is it time for bed? Do you like your goat mood lighting? It is so warm in this barn, guys. So I'm not gonna retreat her tonight. I was hoping that if she had rubbed the bandage off, I was gonna spray that antiseptic spray again. But since that's on there and the bandage is over it, then it should continue to just keep working. Kind of like being able to like bandage it up real good. Look at the treat monsters. Grandma is feeding them acorns for the treat monsters. I love these doors. Okay guys, so my dad just found Shadow and we called her. I knew she wasn't far. Like I told you guys, we'd seen her on camera. She was at the neighbor's, has an old dog house, and she was in the dog house and up underneath the shed. She's up underneath my car. I don't know if you guys can see her, but there she is. She was really unhappy about being caught, and she's not gonna be pleased about being inside. I'm hoping, even if we can keep her just 2 or 3 days until we let Dottie out, that we will at least train her that this is safe and this is where food is. So it's exciting end to our video. We found your mama cat. I'm hoping, because Dottie is so comfortable, that Shadow will kind of chill a little bit. Where this little rascal's ready to go live in the house. I'm ready to go live in the house. But I'm well socialized. We found your mama. Are you happy? Okay. We'll see you guys tomorrow.